Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm a little later than carpool. Actually, not too much later than carpool. I know this is a strange time of the day, but there was something that I've just been thinking about, and so I decided to come on here live so that I can add it to my YouTube channel when I'm done on here. And nobody's here but me and Kendall, so I don't like talking when my family's around. It's weird. I'm being like my daughter. It's weird. But I feel like everybody's listening. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today. First of all, I am 11 days post-op today. Hey, everybody. I'm 11 days post-op today, and I'm still feeling great. And so let me preface, I feel great with, I felt really crappy before. And when I say I feel great, I feel really good. And I've said a million times, all these things don't hurt. All these things, my brain doesn't feel foggy. I'm not confused when I'm driving. My back doesn't hurt every day. My hands don't hurt every day. I will say though, I have hat hair today, so it's all sticking out funky in the back. But I have, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so clearly I have a little bit of brain fog still, but I don't know what I was going to tell you. Anyway, I feel very good. And, oh, I know what I was going to say. I have, if I eat certain things, because my body is not done detoxing, only in 11 days, you can't do, like your body can't be healed from years of it attacking itself. So, I have a point to all this, but I wanted to preface what I'm about to say with, I physically feel great. I am still sore. I am still very, very sore. From this surgery, they have to clean your pockets out where your body creates a capsule or, well, it's a capsule. That's why they do a capsulectomy, where your implants sit. And so that's a lot of digging around in soft tissue. And so it is, it's tender. And I questioned the nurse today because I am 11 days and I feel like I could run a marathon. I can't do anything that does anything with my arm muscles. These muscles right here still are very, very sore. Not horribly, but just tender. Like I don't want anyone to touch me. I don't want anyone to hug me hard. My sports bra sometimes is very irritating by the end of the day. That's why I keep messing with it because it's driving me crazy at this point of the day. The more I've moved my arms and do things like that, the worse it is. So, but I'm not taking anything. I don't like taking any medication. I take a Tylenol usually at night just to kind of relax everything. And here's the other thing. Because originally I had a lift, I was completely numb in this area. We're going to continue talking about this area, so I'm not going to point it out again. I was completely numb. What I found out is when you get implants, you can have it press on your nerves and the nerves go numb. Or not the nerves, but the skin, you can't feel anything. Well, now I can feel everything. So everything is super sensitive. Everything is really like, because, they cut me and my nerves are oversensitive and things like that. Everything's a little bit like, holy cow, this is what it feels like to feel again. So all that to say, I had someone the other day message me, and if you see this, I am not being ugly at all. It just made me think what other people think. She had a doubt and then a very sweet comment at the end. So I am not being ugly at all. It just started making me think that, you know what? I bet a lot of people felt this way, and that's okay because my journey is not for anyone else. But her statement was, I have to be really honest. I didn't think that was your problem. And now I see that the way you look and the way you say you feel is crazy. The way you look is so much better. So symptoms don't lie. That's what I'm trying to say, is that we weren't sure this is my problem. We went into this as a last resort. If you could see the supplements I threw away today, the supplements I've been on to try to heal me, the medications, the doctor bills, and I just did a big post about this, but all the money that we have spent in the past probably 5 to 6 years trying to figure out what was wrong is crazy. And all the procedures I've been through and all of the stuff that I have had to put myself through, knowing that I didn't feel right. It didn't matter what a doctor said. It didn't matter what anybody said to me. I have literally had doctors tell me I was crazy. You're fine. You physically look fine. It must be in your head. Psychosomatic, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, I promise you it's not. I promise you something is wrong with me. I've been told it's my age. I'm only 42. I'll be 43 soon. But I'm like, I know people older than me that don't wake up swollen and hurting and can't eat anything and get headaches and can't see all of a sudden. Like literally, I went from great vision to I needed glasses. I started with reading glasses, and then I needed glasses like overnight. Now I don't. And so all of those symptoms don't lie. And I have been through more than I could ever explain to y'all because nobody really cares, to be quite honest. I mean, you want to sympathize with someone, but you really don't want to hear their whole story. And that's okay with me because maybe I would feel the same way. But my point is, I'm sure a lot of people looked at me and go, she is reaching. She's just doing something because it's going to make her feel better in her head. And for a second, I'm sure we thought the same thing. But then when I came home and literally immediately symptoms started going away like this. I mean, just daily I'd wake up and be like, oh my God, this is not happening again. This is not happening. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. Y'all, I would soak almost every night in an Epsom salt bath with oils all in my bath to try to get my back not to hurt, to get my skin not to peel, to get all this crazy stuff. I've done stuff to get my hair not to fall out. Like, you talk about it, I've done it. And I have seen holistic doctors and functional medicine doctors. I'm still seeing a functional medicine doctor right now who has me on a detox program. So, all of that to say is I was right along with you. We weren't 100% convinced, but it made sense. It made sense because my body was attacking something. It had started attacking itself, obviously. I had autoimmune issues that was attacking my bone, and no one could figure it out. And I worked out every day. Do you know how frustrating that is to work out every day, eat next to nothing, all of it being very healthy for you, and still daily you swell, you gain weight, your clothes don't fit, you're uncomfortable, you're not comfortable in your own skin, and you're like, I'm doing everything right. I don't get it. So I knew something wasn't right beforehand. And then literally within days, these things just started falling off. And so I don't think I'm cured right now. All I know is that my body is not attacking itself anymore. I do still have days that I get swollen, but I'm also going through a 30-day, it's actually a 3-month detox program, but right now we're detoxing my guts, for lack of a better word. Then we'll detox like my brain, my nervous system, my pathways, because I have lots of metal toxicity and autoimmune issues and gut issues and all these things that manifested themselves all through these years and got me to where I was 11 days ago, 12 days ago, whatever. And so it's a process. I understand that. So when I get on here and say, I feel great, I do feel great. I cannot wait to go run. I cannot wait to play volleyball with my kids and basketball and go do all these awesome things that I haven't been able to do in quite some time without hurting or being tired or whatever the case may be at the time. I'm excited for all of that. I'm ready to go now, but I also know my body has to continue to heal. So I'm trying to be very patient. I'm trying to rest in the fact that I'm only 11 days post-op and there are going to be some things that aren't back to normal, and I'm okay with that. And so my post said that I'm grateful for this experience. One, I'm grateful for it because I get to share it with you all. And maybe you know somebody going through this and you go, their symptoms kind of match Stephanie. Why don't they research it? And I did a lot of research before we just said, hey, let's dive headfirst into this. I cried, I prayed, I talked to John, I talked to my mom. I mean, to the point that it was like, okay, enough already, just do it. In the beginning, I didn't think this was the end all be all. I hoped it was. I prayed that it was. I prayed that it was my answer to what was wrong. But I also know right now that it didn't take me all those years to get where I was. And then in 11 days, it's just going to be gone. And that's hard for me to wrap my brain around because I want to be all of these wonderful things that I want to be yesterday. And that's not going to happen. And so I have to be patient. I have to trust the process. So I wanted to clear up any misconception that one, I thought this was it. I did not. I really, really hoped it was, and it has proven to be great for me. I'm not saying it is for everybody either. I'm not saying that everybody going on this journey or has the same symptoms as me or even partially, that's their problem. But if your body has a foreign object in it and you feel like something's not right, maybe it's attacking itself. Maybe it's trying to get rid of something. But I don't think everyone who has some kind of something, plastic surgery, injections, whatever, I don't think that your body freaks out. Mine just happened to. Genetically, I'm predisposed for mine to, and that's not going to go away. But with time, all these other things will fix themselves as I detox and I repair my body and repair all these things that just were freaking out for all these years. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling just a little bit, but thank you, Mandy. Thank you. I do feel really, really good. It's been nice to get dressed and want to get dressed lately because my clothes fit differently and fit better. It's been nice. I don't want to say nice, but like to feel my body do normal stuff like sweat and release oils in my skin so it's not so dry, and my hair it's falling out a little bit now. I think I said the other day, my nails don't break every time I look at them sideways. Like all these things that are starting to get better, it's really, really nice. It's nice to feel happy and jovial and not just very fatigued, malaise, kind of like I really don't want to look at anybody, much less talk to anybody. Because I would sit here and talk all day long. I have a million things I want to talk about now that I feel good enough to engage and be around other people. And that's a terrible thing to say because I am such a people person, but I just didn't. I had no desire to be around anybody and do anything more than what I had to do every day. And it's nice. It's a nice feeling. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit, but like I said, I'm 11 days post-op. I know I have a long road ahead, and I'm okay with that. As long as I continue to see progress, I just didn't want there to be any misconception that I thought this was my unicorn in the sky. Like this was it for me. It has turned out to be my unicorn, but it wasn't initially. It was just a really strong hope. And it's turned out to be okay. So, thank you, Kara. So like I said in my post too, if I can help somebody else, I'm going to continue to share as I get better, as I learn things. It has proven that a little bit of carbs make me swell a little bit in the morning. Nothing like I was, but that just may be something I need to wait on a little bit. And I'm okay with that too. So anyway, if you know somebody who is going through this or has symptoms or is having problems too, maybe they need to hear this from someone who's been through it, because I explained to my mom, my husband wants me to write a book about this, about my whole story and how it has helped. But unless you've been through it, you don't understand it. So I can see from the outside looking in, you go, that's crazy. How can that one simple procedure make her feel that much better? And all these things go away, but it did. And it does. But you have to think of it this way. There was something in my body that was causing it to attack itself, and now it's not. It's learning how to function without constantly being in overdrive. It's like that fight or flight. Well, mine was fighting all of the time. And so, sorry, I got something in my eye. So now it doesn't have to. It can rest and it can repair and it can regrow and it can do all the things that it naturally is supposed to do. So anyway, thank you all for continuing to follow me. And if you get sick of me, then just tell me, quit talking about it. But to me, it was a very important aspect of my life. It has given me my life back. It has given me the freedom to not be a burden to my family. It's heartbreaking when you hear your husband say that you're a burden, and he did not mean that ugly. He just meant everything we do is based around what you can eat, what you can do. Do you feel good? Do you not feel good? That's tough when you have young kids and everybody's like, oh, can mommy eat that? Can mommy do that? Can we, oh, mommy's not feeling good today. Mommy has a headache today. You don't want to be that mom. You want to be the mom that's like, yes, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do whatever. So anyway, I will continue to share as much as I can to spread the word as much as I can to other people who may be suffering. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thank you for all your sweet comments. I appreciate it. And I'll see you later.